No man is free who is not master of himself. By the end of this video, you will learn how to attain mental freedom through practicing something I call the minimalist strategy. This will clear your mind for higher ideals by letting go of the plethora of distractions found in our modern world. Minimalism is a trend that has taken the world by storm. Do a quick search on YouTube and you will find thousands of videos created by entrepreneurs who have decided to sell their possessions, downsizing from the big mansion to the small apartment, getting rid of the Lambo and exchanging it for a bike. It's a form of monk mode, which allows you to create mental space by clearing out your physical space. The philosophy is not new. Aspects of it have been practiced in Japan for thousands of years. Japanese minimalism was inspired by Zen philosophy. It warned students about the pitfalls of material dependence, which will lead to suffering from mental slavery. Most Zen monks practice minimalism. They often have no more than a few material possessions, which help them whilst meditating in the mountains. Minimalists understand our conscious minds have a limited bandwidth. Every physical item we own has a relationship with us. When you look at your car and notice how it hasn't been cleaned, you feel a small degree of stress. When you look at your bookshelf and see the title of a book you haven't touched, you feel slightly guilty. Imagine your home as a big system. Each item you have is a node within that system. The more nodes, the more possible interactions. The more interactions, the harder it is to determine the system's behavior. The simpler the system, the easier it is to engineer it for your own benefit. When you have a discussion with 3 people, it tends to be easy and enjoyable. When you have 30 people in the room, chaos ensues. This is how it is with physical items. But what if that is only one part of the puzzle? If physical objects can affect our mental well-being, imagine the effects of the intangibles, social media, relationships, mental beliefs, and the like. Social media is engineered with advanced AI to be as addictive as possible. It tricks the brain's dopamine reward system by delivering meaningless notifications. When you receive a like or a comment on your social media picture, you feel good. Despite the interaction having no real-world value, you feel accomplished. In the past, congratulations were given based on merit. If you came up with a better way of building a fire, the tribe rewarded you. If you created an amazing advertisement and you got record sales because of it, you were celebrated. Today, you can feel the coveted reward chemicals for simply resharing a meme. This process fries your brain's dopamine baseline and moves you away from freedom. Humans are social animals. We have been designed by the Elohim to interact with each other. Even in prison, when a man is surrounded by rapists and murderers, the worst punishment is to be left alone in solitary confinement with his mind. Naturally, this need for social connection also helps us with survival and successful reproduction. Hence why some of our most powerful cognitive biases revolve around the social sphere. Many people are born with an innate fear of public speaking. It is one of the most common fears, often transcending the fear of death. The fear of public speaking stems from a fear of social rejection. This proves just how powerful not only our relationships are for us, but their capacity to affect our mental space. Your subconscious mind is the creative mechanism which builds your life. It's the automatic part of your brain responsible for 95% of your daily actions. It follows the blueprint of your belief systems. Many of these beliefs were picked up during your youth. Many of them run you silently from the background. When we hear a terrorist committed a heinous crime, we often wonder, how can anyone do such a thing? Have you noticed those terrorist videos tend to show young boys, age 10 and under, holding AK-47s? They usually look ridiculous chanting with their fathers. These boys are the terrorists of tomorrow, but it isn't their fault. The beliefs ingrained at a young age form the blueprint for your life. If you grew up holding an AK-47 at age 7, you likely would be doing some gnarly shit too. This is why the rich pay ridiculous amounts of money to send their kids to private schools and Ivy League universities. It's not about the knowledge those schools can give them. It's about the beliefs which will be programmed into the mind of the students. While the plebs get indoctrinated into ridiculous ideologies, the elites will be rubbing shoulders with future presidents, entrepreneurs, and politicians. This gives them an upper hand in the mental game of cultivating abundance. I will give it to you simply. Your life is largely run by the beliefs you hold about yourself. Minimalists often encourage newbies to do the following exercise. Choose a room in your house and pack all of your stuff into various boxes. When you need something, take it out of the box. After a week, you'll realize that 95% of the stuff you have doesn't get used, and hence you don't need it. It was merely the endowment effect, the tendency to value things we own more than things we don't, that kept you from getting rid of the junk. The next step is to get rid of all the stuff. The same method can be used in the realms of social media, relationships, and beliefs. To create freedom from social media, simply delete all your apps. Go for 2 weeks without them. When the 2 weeks is over, ask yourself, which app drastically reduced the quality of my life when I didn't use it? Let go of the losers and enjoy the new mental space. To create freedom from social interactions, you need to go on a hiatus. Don't interact with your friends and don't attend your usual groups or social commitments. Do this for 2 weeks and see who reaches out to you. Did they notice you were gone? Who did you miss spending time with? Did you miss your weekly chat with the people at the cafe? If not, don't be afraid to eliminate those social interactions from your life or reduce their frequency. This will clear up even more space than removing the physical items around your house. To get freedom from belief systems, you simply do the opposite of what you have been conditioned to do. You can experiment for 2 weeks to see what stands. You believe you're a carnivore, do you? Your carnivore diet is perfect for you, is it? Well, perhaps try a vegan diet. You're a vegan, you're an advocate for the animals, and you never eat meat. Grab some steaks from the butcher. You're too shy and hate talking to people. Put yourself in an immersive social situation. You have a charity and you hate the rich? Read the biographies of billionaires. Only once you have experienced both opposing beliefs can you truly choose which you want to keep. The beliefs that no longer serve you can be dropped. Our world is continually getting more complex. The nodes of the system keep on multiplying and encroaching on your mental space. To gain freedom from the chaos, you need to practice minimalism. Physical minimalism is only one aspect. Gain more freedom by auditing your social media usage, social interactions, and belief systems. Do this, and I promise you'll be one step closer to living and dying well.